Wrestling Podcast, Episode 4. 1 week away till Night of Champions, where this bad boy will be on the line. The belt is finally come in as its glory. I remind you, I'm not fighting for it this pay-per-view, but I will be challenging for it at Great American Bash. And the weekend of Great American Bash, Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Main Event, and Evolution. Cheryl, bring in the other belt.
Yes. All right. Watch out, cat. You gotta move for a second. No, you gotta get off of me. You can stay on the chair. You just need to get off me. Where is the other belt? There it is. Other belt.
And this belt is the $5 bin belt. The belt that Cheryl and Justin will be fighting for.
I will.
Yeah, next weekend
Oh,
they will be fighting for this little piece of shit. Uh,
sorry, Jazz.
this little toy belt. This will be given away to the worst picks, which so happen to be Justin, and I'm just throwing Cheryl in there because she wasn't part of it. So Justin has to get a little competition going. Justin had arguably the worst picks over the weekend during Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide. So Justin will be fighting for the $5 bin. This PWC Heavyweight Championship will be on the line at Night of Champions. Anthony, co-host Mark, will be fighting for the title to be the inaugural PWC Heavyweight Champion. This belt cost me over $300. They did a hell of a good job on it. And as you can see on the sides, we have the Slingshot logo and the IWC World Wrestling Podcast logo. So this will be on the line next Saturday. Next Tuesday, we'll be doing our little predictions. So Cheryl, let's get into it. Recap this week of wrestling. Pull up the results for Friday night, please.
All the results for Friday night. All right.
Put that off to the side for right now.
That was the 17th. No, that was last night.
And I'll go ahead and turn the camera off. We don't need it
You want the
anymore.
results for the 16th, right?
The results.
Wait, Friday was the 16th.
No,
Oh,
Friday was the 13th. Monday was the 16th.
oh, hold on. Oh,
Monday was
all right, hold on. You had told me ahead of time, I would have. Really?
Well, at the head of time, we thought we were going to have Ryan with us.
Well, that's true. Well, I think we, there we go. June 15th. Oh, just stop it. June 13th result. I can't spell results. SULTS. Go. There we go. Raw results for June 13th. Okay. So I'm on the WWE website.
I already beat you to it. I got it right here. SmackDown.
Yeah,
SmackDown would open with a quick rundown of what is scheduled for the show and a recap of the Money in the Bank before Cena made his way to the ring. The 17-time claimed champion claimed that Mount Rushmore Pro Wrestling is just his face 4 times because nobody compares him from the past, present, or future. Cena talked about how he has been a step ahead of everyone the whole time, and he said that he put Punk in a corner by making him fight in Saudi Arabia. So Monday night last week, Cena and Punk were teased for Night of Champions, which is more likely going to be the co-main event. Cody Rhodes would then come to the ring and said to Cena was right about everything he said, but he also reminded Cena that he pinned him at Money in the Bank. Randy Orton came out and said he is determined to get another title shot by winning the King of the Ring tournament this year, where he lost to Gunther last year. Out comes the megastar, yeah, with everybody saying L.A. Knight,
Hey,
yeah.
night. Aw.
You said it wrong, but Knight comes out to
It's
voice
okay.
his opinion, which led to Cena leaving without saying another word. As he walks up to the aisle, R-Truth attacked him and beat him down. Not R-Truth, Ron Killings.
Ron Killings.
Cena's heel turn. This is from Beach Report, so I'm not even going to read that. They give their little review here. This is a cute little segment. Good little segment that brings the title up for it and shows the potential. Ryan will be on in a minute. Shows the potential challengers for Cena and the title as a whole in the next future, which I have a feeling we're heading towards a Cena-Cody SummerSlam Night 2 main event match where Cody inevitably wins the title back. We would have a fatal four-way between LA Knight, Randy Orton, Carmelo Hayes, and Aleister Black, which would determine the winner would go on to move on to face Sami Zayn would face Sami Zayn next week in the semifinals for hey Ryan, the semifinals for the King of the Ring.
And
We're just talking about SmackDown right now. I showed off the belt a little bit.
we also got some stuff for Evolution
Yeah.
we
We'll get
talked
into
about.
that. We'll get into that on Tuesday for the Tuesday. So right now we're only talking about Friday right now. So it would be LA Knight, Randy Orton, Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black. The match would be a hell of a match, but in the end, Randy Orton would defeat Knight, Black, and Hayes to move on to face Sami Zayn next week, which I have a feeling he's going to beat Sami Zayn because Karrion Kross is going to cost Sami Zayn. The next match would be another qualifier. Jade Cargill, Piper Niven, Nia Jax, and Michin. And there was only one right winner in this entire match, and that was Nia Jax, baby. Give Nia Jax that push. Obviously, I'm joking. It's Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill will win. She's going on to next week. I think this Monday, right? I'm thinking is it this Monday or Friday?
Yeah, there's one Monday and then one Friday.
Okay, so I'm thinking probably this one's Friday because the one on Monday is still going to determine actually no, it's Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, which is probably going to be Friday, and then we'll have Jade Cargill. It's either one of them. Anyways, I have a feeling Jade Cargill is going to beat Roxanne. It's going to be Asuka versus Jade Cargill at Night of Champions. Then we had the Motor
Which
City.
I think that'll be a pretty decent match.
Oh hell yeah. With even though I still think Jade Cargill is going to win the match. Ultimately, I think she's going to win the title from Tiffany Stratton, and then Naomi's going to cash on her and steal the belt from her. Or Naomi's going to cash in during the match and then still steal the belt from her. Because I have a feeling we're going to see a double cash in SummerSlam. Both Money in the Bank contracts are going to be cashed in. I don't think the
Did you all touch on? Did you all touch on Liv's injury
No,
at all?
we're gonna get into that when we talk about Monday Night Raw. So then we had the Motor City Machine Gun and the Wyatt sake. So it looks like the Wyatts are now heels. So it looks like they turned heel. They will be doing finally. They're probably going to be feuding with the Motor City Machine Guns, and I have a feeling that
I thought they were already healed, but there we go.
No, they were going after heel
It
factions.
looks like they're feuding with the entire tag team division.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that they're gonna be going for the titles. That could potentially be a SummerSlam match. Motor City Machine Gun, Street Profits, and the Wyatt Six. Then we had another segment between Ron Killings and John Cena, which is going to be setting up for Ron Killings versus John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event. Ron Killens utterly beats the shit out of John Cena during this entire segment, which I'm loving this new persona for R-Truth. I'm loving that he's able to be Ron Killings.
Yes.
And then we had. I think,
Stop it, Jazz.
is this the main event? No, the main event
You
was Cody
go away.
Rhodes. Okay, so the next match would be the women's, which we're talking now. The women. So they had two matches. I didn't realize they had both of them on the same night. Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, Alexa Bliss, and Candice LeRae. Everyone in the
Go
right,
away.
everyone in the right mom and grandma thought Charlotte Flair was gonna walk out winning this match because everyone thought it was gonna be Jade Cargill.
Alexa sneaks in there and steals it.
Yeah, I thought even you, Ryan. Ryan thought. I thought. Cheryl thought. Thomas thought at work. Ivan thought. Freaking Mark thought. We all thought Charlotte Flair was going to be one of the finalists.
Hell, even I thought. Hey, Marcus.
Yeah. Hey, Justin. Even Justin thought Charlotte Flair was going to win this match, but no. Alexa Bliss wins.
She calls herself the queen. You can't get the crown.
Did you see
There we go.
Did you see her comments the other day saying that there's never going to be another female main event WrestleMania until they go back to one night? So disrespect. Anyways, Alexa Bliss moves on. She'll be facing Asuka next week, which I think she's gonna lose. I think that's when Alexa Bliss is.
I think it's Friday.
Is it Friday? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Asuka moves on. Asuka loses to Jade Cargill at Night of Champions on next Saturday. Now we have our main event for Friday night. Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Andrade. This was a hell of a match. Obviously, the guy that was going to win and the only rightful winner was Cody Rhodes.
But there was a lot of fuckery in that match too.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I think they're turning Priest heel when Drew comes back. I still think Priest, that was a double turn at Saturday Night Main Event. The question is, I don't know when Drew's going to return. Drew might come back after SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes wins. It's obviously we're probably heading towards a Cody Randy Orton Night of Champions King of the Ring. And I'm sorry to Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton's going to lose back-to-back King of the Ring matches. King of the Ring finals. Because I think that this is how we get Cody versus John Cena at SummerSlam. And I stated, Justin, I don't know if you heard a little bit earlier, I think the reason how Randy Orton wins and beats Sami Zayn is going to be because of Karrion Kross. I think Karrion Kross is going to cost Sami the match next week. Because they teased that right after he won his qualifier to move on to the semifinals. Karrion Kross was back there congratulating him.
I do have to give it to Jay, though. He's got a tough opponent. He's got an opponent that he knows very well. They were former partners. They were friends.
They kind of spoiled the winner between those two when they announced that Jey Uso is facing Gunther for the title the night before Saturday night main event. They kind of fucking spoiled who's gonna win that match between the two. So let's move on to Monday night. So Monday night we had more qualifiers and we had an injury which might take out a lot of storylines, including Io, because it was looking like that was going to be Io's opponent at Evolution, maybe even Night of Champions.
Then we also got the Bailey Becky situation starting to grow.
Yeah, I think Bailey. So the night kicks off with Liv Morgan wanting a title shot from Io. Great segment. Also, Corey Graves was filling in for Pat McAfee this week. He got a lot of praises, but then
for the second week in the row.
Then we had our second to last qualifier. We have Avi Nile, Stephanie Vecchir, Raquel Rodriguez, and Asuka. We knew Raquel wasn't going to win this match because of what happened last week with her and Mommy. Ultimately, Rhea showed up and cost Raquel the opportunity. Asuka and Stephanie had a back and forth, hell of a match. Stephanie, I didn't.
Can we point out the Devil's Kiss on the ring apron?
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, she did. She did that on the apron.
Oh, you missed that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What
One
did
to Raquel.
Yeah, it was Raquel.
Raquel, man, I feel bad for her,
Yes,
man.
kiss.
She getting all the fucking she getting all the bumps. Asuka would ultimately beat. I think she didn't pin Stephanie, did she? She pinned.
No. I think she pinned Ivy with a brand new
No, no, no.
finisher.
She pinned Rodriguez.
No, she did Raquel.
Yeah, she
She
pinned
pinned
Raquel with a
Rodriguez.
brand new finisher.
So Asuka wins.
Basically, the rear views
Yeah.
is, again, like, how many other wrestlers in WWE have this finisher? You have Naomi, you have Jakara, or Jada Parker, I mean.
Yeah, Jay Parker.
How many other people are going to use this ass to the face as a finisher?
Yeah. So Asuka moves on, rightfully so. And now she has a clear favorite to go to the final because I don't think Alexa Bliss is gonna win. She could, but I feel like Asuka and Jade Cargill
I
is
don't know if you think it's renewing a rivalry from way back.
yeah, it's the
So
bigger
it could
And a former tag
be a
team.
good match.
yeah
And former tag team champions.
the bigger of the two matches in my opinion is Jade Cargill versus Asuka. I also have a feeling that now that Liv Morgan's going to be out for a while, that Roxanne's going to be put in with Raquel, and she's going to take over as Liv did when Rhea went down. So when Liv comes back,
But have you noticed? Have you noticed? Rhea goes down, shoulder injury. Liv becomes Dom's mommy. Liv goes down due to a shoulder injury. Who's filling in mommy's spot?
Roxanne, baby. So, anyways, our next match, Gunther comes
Hey,
out,
he already has a daddy in Raquel.
Oof.
and he's got Tiffany Stratton on the side. He's got he's got his actual wife.
No, Tiffany Stratton deserves more than a side bitch.
That's a side piece. All right. So, anyways, all right. Next, up next, we got Goldberg. Oldberg.
Oh, good.
Oldberg. He struggled to get to the ring. Gun-
Coming out with his cane and his walker.
Gunther
Provides the
comes
man to
out.
have a
So,
wheelchair.
all right. So after that, there was a backstage segment with Judgment Day. They continue to build tension. Blah blah blah. Gunther comes out to win to celebrate his World Heavyweight Championship. He mentions Seth Rollins a little bit. Even though I don't think that's where we're going with Seth Rollins, I think they're gonna swerve us and Seth's gonna
Well,
cash in.
he's just talking to Seth because Seth has
Yeah, yeah.
the contract. So
I ultimately
you gotta poke the bear.
yeah, I ultimately think that when Seth cashes in on championship, it's gonna be on Cody. Uh, but anyways, Gunther mentions Seth a little bit because, like you said, he has the Money in the Bank, and but then he talks about how he he talks about how he said about Uso and stuff, and but then he says he's untouchable. Yeah, here he says he's untouchable. Then it comes out Oldberg, who struggles to get to the fucking ring, and then by the time he starts talking, not only one, he starts spitting in Gunther's face. You can see it.
He's winded.
He's
Oh my
winded.
god.
And he's like,
Yeah,
"You're."
he's literally like,
He's like, "Guess what, Gunther? You're next." And then Gunther would tweet later that night
I think that's
saying,
the only words his old brain can say now.
"Is you're next." He says, "You started this last year in Atlanta. I'm gonna finish it this year in Atlanta." Yeah, you're gonna finish it. It's gonna be like a three minute match where Gunther beats you down. Uh, did you hear the reports
And
for
then they
him?
have to call the ambulance. They got to call the National Guard. They got to call
He can't even move his.
AAA.
He
They
can't
got to
even move.
call AARP.
There was a report that came out
And
last week.
WCP.
There's a report came out last week that Gunther came out and said, Bill or not Gunther, Bill came out and said he can't even move his shoulder and he can't even move his knee. So
Oh my gosh.
we totally. This is what a match. This is the match we totally wanted. This is a match, especially now. They didn't announce it for the title yet, but I have a feeling.
But can we point out that Goldberg and R-Truth are so close in age, and look how bad their bodies are all. But R-Truth is still moving around like he's 18 years old.
That's because R-Truth takes care of his body. Bill Goldberg doesn't take care of his body. But anyways, yeah, that match has been officially confirmed. I mean, we knew this a while back that back in
Yeah.
Bad Blood that was eventually going to be a match between him and Goldberg. Uh, it just sucks. I mean,
But it sucks that it took over a year for us to finally get it, and nobody ever wanted it to begin with.
this also kind of it kind of spoils the match on Friday, the 11th of July. It kind of spoils that Gunther's going to retain, which I mean, obviously, no one in their right mind thought Jay was going to win back the title. I think because there's been reports since Jay lost that title that they're trying to reunite him with Jimmy Uso, and he's going to go back to being a tag team. Which I said that
Yeah.
once he drops that title, he's more than likely going back to the tag team division. So Gunther and Goldberg or Oldberg. At this point, I would take Gilberg over Goldberg. Uh,
Hey, don't diss Gilbert now. Gilbert's a nice man.
I'll take James
Man's
Ellsworth.
from Maryland.
I'll take
He's awesome.
I'll take fucking James Ellsworth over Goldberg. Anyways,
I've met the man. He's actually
Oh
not
my
bad.
gosh.
Chins McMahon.
Oh, I'll take Naked Midian.
What did your Chris Jericho call him? Chins McMahon.
No chin music.
Yeah, no chin music. So, anyways, that is we're slowly going to a bill where Finn Balor is leaving Judgment Day, which I mean, obviously, I knew that was going to happen. Then we got JD McDonough versus AJ Styles, a good match, back and forth. I have a feeling that AJ Styles might be Dominic's next opponent for the IWC title, which is a hell.
They confirmed it for Night of Champions.
Yeah, so like I said, his next challenger, because Styles won the match. So obviously Dominic's probably going to win that match, but AJ Styles also said he's going to be on. I think next year he's going to be on a retirement tour because he said he's only going to be wrestling.
Yeah.
He's not wrestling after 50. So I wouldn't mind AJ winning the IC title. I just don't think it's going to be this soon. Dominic just won the title back at Mania. I don't think he's going to drop it at least until after SummerSlam. But then we get Q in on Ryan with his oh fuck, oh shit, because his BBL queen would show up. Bailey would come out next, looking fine as fuck.
Big, beautiful baby.
Looking fine as fuck, looking juicy as fuck. Bailey would come out and talk.
With those Kim K injections.
A lot of people don't realize she actually has a chest. It's just that her attire kind of hides it. But anyways, she would come out talking shit about Becky, saying how she doesn't live for the moment, she lives for the fans, and she's not going to dwell on WrestleMania. But then Becky comes out talking shit to the Green Bay fans.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful. She's got the Chicago Bears gear on, coming out at Green Bay, Wisconsin. Fucking phenomenal. I love it.
But if you looked in the crowd, I don't know if you noticed this, but there was quite a few Bears fans,
Yeah, I know.
like holding up Bears signage
was,
and jerseys and shit.
There was
And a
one,
lot of Vikings fans.
There's even a few Vikings fans.
there
We saw
was
there was a
one-
dude
there
over
was
the
one, like,
corner
right
with
up
a
against
Brock
the
Lesnar
ramp.
Vikings jersey.
Yeah, there was one on the ramp. If you look at it, it had the fucking giant.
Yeah, there was some
sea
dude
logo.
over in the corner by the comment by the
Announced
announcer
table.
with Brock Lesnar Vikings jersey in his hand,
Yeah. So
holding
anyways,
it up.
these two go at it, and then ultimately, they agree to a match, but not Monday night. So probably Evolution is what we're looking at. I don't think it'll be a Night of Champions because I think there's only going to be like 2 matches on Night of Champions. It's going to be the Queen of the Ring and possibly Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton.
I hate how they call it Night of Champions. Yet,
Only 3 titles.
which is
on the
supposed to
line.
be for the titles. All the titles are supposed to be on the line. And
Yet only one title match has been announced.
Yeah, Cena and Punk. No, two title
Yeah.
matches. You said Styles and
Yeah.
so 2 title matches.
No, wait. The Becky Bailey match was announced for next week.
Is it next week? Okay. So it's
Yeah,
gonna,
next week
Yes.
on Raw.
which I have a feeling Lyra's gonna get involved too. So
Yeah, because after that segment, Lyra looked a little upset.
yeah, so we're gonna probably
She wasn't angry. She was just sad, like upset.
we're heading towards a triple threat at Evolution. Uh, but anyways, let's get on to the Liv Morgan Kyrie Zane match where Zane would win by forfeit because of a freak accident. Kyrie was picking Liv up, taking her down to a slam, and it was just a botch. And Liv would slam straight on her shoulder, dislocating it. It did not look good. She's going to be out for at least 3 months.
It did not. I went
I've
through,
separated shoulders.
I went through and watched like slow mo clips. You could see the impact on the elbow
Yeah.
and the shoulder popping out. It looked
Yeah,
awful.
like my right shoulder has basically become a party trick because it'll slip out on its own.
Yeah. So, because originally, like I said, beginning of the night, it looked like we were heading towards Night of Champions, Evolution EO versus Liv Morgan, and now that's going to be thrown out the window. I wouldn't mind putting Roxanne in that position. I don't think EO's dropping that title. The only person I think she's going to lose it to is potentially Rhea Ripley, but I don't mind it. But I do feel like when Liv comes back, she will be a huge babyface. She's done a credible job in this heel run.
I feel like if they do anything for EO at Evolution, we'll possibly be putting like shoving her into a match against Nikki Bella or something.
I could see that, but originally I thought Nikki and Liv Morgan were going to be the match, and it was going to be a tag match. And Brie
Yeah, but now that's even out the window.
yeah, and we did mention that a little bit last week. Right after we did the podcast, Brie Bella tweeted out teasing that she would be Nikki Bella's partner. So that's going out the window, though.
Even though she also teased that she's going to be
Yeah,
signing with AEW.
yeah. So that's going out the window. So the Bella twins are not coming back,
And
but I do think
also, I'm going to add this: a lot of fans who were in attendance and on social media have been ripping Liv apart
Kyrie.
for this
You
injury.
mean Kyrie?
And no, Liv.
You're ripping
They've been
Liz or
ripping Liv apart.
Kyrie?
The tweets I've seen.
Liv.
The tweets I've seen has been Kyrie Zane. I've seen people calling her a
No,
dangerous,
they're
dangerous.
Well, the
also
Kyrie Sane
ripping,
was the Zoe Stark stuff.
they're also ripping Liv apart for this injury, booing
Why?
her and saying nasty things about
Why?
A
everything.
lot of people think she's pregnant.
That's one thing. But Rhea, her biggest rival, is defending her 100%, saying that
Yeah,
this is awful, you guys. Injuries are part of our job. It's nothing that can be avoided.
it was just a freak
They
accident.
just happen.
Yeah.
And reports have come out that there's no heat backstage. They look at it as it was just an accident. Which honestly, but like I said, I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything about Liv Morgan. All I've seen was people shitting on Kyrie Zane, saying how she's such a
You think this is
like
this is the second person literally in what 2 or 3 weeks that she's put on the show.
About a month that
So-
she's and one retired in Zoe Stark.
Did she retire? I thought that was fake.
So it's
No, she retired. Her ACL, MCL, PCL, and all had to be removed.
Oh my
It
God.
says right here she shoots down
Yeah.
retirement rumors though.
I'm talking about what she posted on TikTok.
Oh, because Ryan posted the AI shit, and it fooled me too until freaking Ivan. Ivan mentioned AI is AI is an evil thing, man. I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it does say WWAI on it. But anyways, yeah. So like I said,
and it says here Liv will be out for 16 weeks, so 4 months.
about 3 to 4 months is what I've been hearing. Yeah. So she'll be back probably around
4 months to 9, depending on the severity of the injury.
Especially if she.
And a pregnant Liv is Dominic Mysterio here.
So is she still dating Bo Dallas?
No, they've been Plus, if they were dating, she'd be on SmackDown.
They've been separated since he came back.
I was like, because I remember
Remember, they're trying to keep couples together.
I remember that they have a farm together. They had I think was it a ranch? They bought a ranch together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now we have the main event of the night. Jey Uso, Rusev, Sheamus, and Bronson Reed.
Yeet.
The wrong guy won. I'm sorry. The wrong guy won. Jey Uso never should have been in this match to begin with, especially after just losing the fucking World Heavyweight Championship. This was a terrible move, in my opinion. There were so many other people they could have put in this match. I mean, ultimately, yeah, Cody Rhodes is going to beat whoever wins this match, but it's a throwaway. Once you announced Jey Uso, you knew who was going to win. You knew who was going to win. I feel like they dropped the ball though. They could have had Ilya back. Ilya's actually right. This is right around time Ilya should be coming back, and they kind of dropped the ball there. Karrion Kross is another guy they could have used. Now don't give me no disrespect to Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso, he's an excellent wrestler. He's just not a single star in my opinion. He's a guy that's a super kicks and was it frog splash? Or body splash. That's
Yeah.
and spear.
And
That's his fucking 3 moves, dude. So, and that's only
He's turning
that.
into John Cena.
He's fucking
7
getting.
moves of doom.
He's getting a World Heavyweight Championship match the night before a Saturday Night Main Event. So why the fuck is he in this match? Makes no sense. But anyways, he ultimately wins. He defeats Rusev, but apparently Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes will show up at the end of the show, which officially made this segment feel a bit too crowded, is what Bleacher Report said. Ultimately, I don't think, again, another one, Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn had another confrontation backstage. Yeah, so that's Monday night, leading us into Tuesday night, what happened last night. A lot happened last night for NXT. That includes WWE Evolution. We have our next step into Evolution. Next Tuesday, we'll decide who goes to Evolution to face JC Jane, which I have a feeling she might not even be going to Evolution after what happened to end the night in NXT.
At the end of the night.
Yeah, at the end of the night, because I have a feeling, or JC Jane will retain at Evolution, and that's going to be the match at Heatwave. So anyways, the night would start off, Jada Parker, so the qualifications for the Fatal 4-Way next week. Jada Parker, Thea Hale. Thea Hale won the match, but the referee didn't see it. Thea Hale would lose focus. Jada Parker would hit one of the 3 finishers, and now Asuka's finisher. I fucking hate her finisher. It's so stupid, but Jada Parker would defeat Hal. She advances. Then we got Kalani Jordan versus Last Legend. I'm just gonna skim through this because Last Legend beat.
I will say that was kind of a shock seeing Lash.
Yeah, Last Legend. I have a feeling they're gonna be pushing her to the moon now that she's no longer part of Metaphor. But then we got a really good segment and a really good match between Trick Williams, Wesley, AJ Francis versus Elijah, Josh Briggs, and Yoshiki and Nomura. Ultimately, Elijah, Nomura, and Briggs would win, and Nomura would pin Williams. He'd pin Williams, but this would be a big thing going later in the segment, later in the night, because 2 things. They teased 2 matches. Ultimately, he would end up giving up his spot to Briggs to face Williams for the TNA Championship, but they also teased him with Oba, which could be a potential NXT Championship match. It could be a potential NXT Championship match down the line, which, are you kidding me? I've been fucking calling for this since they brought him over from Noah. A match between him and Oba, pure meat, pure beef. Oh my god, the slaps. The slaps.
You gotta have Big E.
Yeah, you need
Oh my
Big E on
God.
pause. Big meaty man smacking meat.
But anyways, they tease Nomura and Oba for a future match. Probably.
Hey, stop before I say I believe in Joe Hendry.
You believe in Joe Hendry? I ultimately think Joe Hendry
Always.
he's gonna be the next NXT champion. I think Joe Hendry is the next NXT champion. I think he signs with WWE. But anyways, our third to fourth final qualifier: Zarya versus Izzy Dame. This would be looks again. Zarya would have the opportunity to win it, but then she gets distracted because of Tatum Paxley returns, trying to hug Ruka. So Izzy Dame would take advantage of it and hit her finisher on Zarya to win. Which is stupid. She hit the spine buster to win.
Sky high.
Such a stupid.
Hell, D'Lo Brown used to.
So, but anyways, then we have what is probably the worst segment of the night because again WWE relies too much on Def Rebel. Jordan Grace comes out what I'm gonna call as a generic Superstar 7 theme compared to her OG theme that she had when she signed with the company. They changed her fucking theme and it's terrible. Jordan Grace would come out to face Lola Vice for the last match, or the last qualifying match for the Fatal 4-Way next week. These two gave a barn burner back and forth. Ultimately, in the end, Vice would look for her finisher. Grace would catch her, hit her with what's that move? Not her finisher. She hit her with something before. I think it was like a carryover suplex, and then she'd hit her with her finisher to win. Jordan Grace is obviously going to win the Fatal 4-Way next week. We're heading towards JC Jane versus Jordan Grace at Evolution. I don't think Jordan Grace is going to win the NXT title or NXT Women's title. I think she's going to the main roster. I don't think they want to put a title on her because I think Jordan, out of the 4 superstars that have gotten called up between Roxanne, or the 3 before her, Roxanne, Stephanie, and Julia, Jordan Grace is probably the least likely that needs time in NXT because she's already wrestled in TNA and knows the business in North America, whereas Julia and Stephanie don't, and Roxanne's still young, so she needed more time to. Where Jordan Grace, I feel like she can go to the main roster right now. She's ready. So ultimately, though, I think Jordan Grace wins next week. We get Jordan Grace, JC Janes at Evolution. Somehow Jordan Grace, or either Jordan Grace wins and then she just immediately drops the title to Blake Monroe, which we're going to get in a minute. Or JC Jane slithers her way into a victory at Evolution and then drops the title to Blake Monroe the very next PLE. Which brings us to our final segment of the night for NXT. Just like how they did Ricky Saints, they treated Mariah May or Blake Monroe with a middle finger towards Tony Khan and AEW. She comes out with an amazing theme song. I love it. She looks glamorous. She is the glamour. She signs
All
her.
that theme song was, all these damn vignettes that we've seen of her, they've just been copying and pasting Sabrina Carpenter's look for the past 2 years.
So anyway, she signs the contract, but then comes out Fatal Influence, which I gotta say, Fatal Influence has a hell of a theme song. They come out.
I don't even got the contract signed before they did what they did.
No, she signed. She signed right after she signed. They came out. So she signed the contract. Then comes out Phelan Henley. Then JC Jane and who's the other one? The third member.
Good question.
Who's the third member of Fatal Influence?
Oh, Jasmine Nix.
Jasmine Nix. Okay, thank you. She comes. They all come out talking. And
The hottest of the 3.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Talking shit, talking to Blake Monroe, saying how
JC J's got a big ass nose, and Fallon Henley is.
she's that country strong. She's country strong. Fallon
She's
Henley.
basically Lana Lang, man.
She's country strong, man.
She's that girl next door.
The only difference between Fallon Henley and Lana Lang.
Fallon Henley's just a repackaged Mickey James. That's just basic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hardcore country.
But
Actually, wait. Softcore country.
Anyways, Oh, she did start off as a country girl, a
Again?
cowgirl. So, anyways, they would come out saying how JC James and Fatal Influence run the division. Then Blake Monroe would talk shit, and then she would slap
Mhm.
JC Jane across the face, get into a fight with Jasmine and Phelan Henley.
Shield bomb.
Then they would beat her down, and JC Jane and Phelan Henley would put Blake Monroe through the table to end the night in NXT. Ultimately, teasing what is probably going to be a women's match, NXT women's match down the road, where I think Blake Monroe will be the women's champion. Before we end today's episode, let's get into outside of WWE. It's looking like Britt Baker might be out of the company.
Danhausen
Uh,
and Private Party are all free agents come to lie.
Private Party should sign with WWE, man. I would love to see him in NXT.
They need a new good black tag team.
Well,
No offense to New Day.
they got.
Speaking of New Day, can we put emphasis on what Xavier Woods was wearing Monday night?
He straight up looked like Soraya's pill. He was Soraya's pill.
Man, hey, you leave him alone, okay? He just got done playing Saints Row, all right? Leave him alone. He just got done playing Saints Row.
Man, he looked like a reject from the Chappelle show.
He looked like a Huggy Bear.
Tonight is AEW as well, so we'll get into that a little bit. But yeah, Britt Baker, Dan Hauser, and Private Party are free agents. But there's another person I looked up recently. I think she's signed with AEW. I forgot what her name was. She's in CCW. No, she's in CCW. I forgot what her name was. She's like Nighthawk or something. Cheryl, can you bring me my phone?
Yeah, where is it?
Easy ass.
Should be over there. Well, I'm on. I don't want to take the headset off.
Over here.
She's in CCW. I forgot what her name was. She's like the champion.
It's not here.
CCW wrestling champ. Is it over? Is it with me? Oh, it's right here. Never mind.
DC or CZ?
Just hey.
CCW roster. Let me look it up right here. So she was. I didn't realize Brian Cage is part of that.
Ooh.
But I think she signed with AEW as well because she was in like Ring of Honor. Where the fuck is she?
Oh, are you talking about Alex Windsor?
Is it? No. Someone else. Let me look it up on my phone. I got it.
But Alex Windsor did just recently sign with AEW. She's a great British talent.
Future Mrs. Will Ospreay.
I think this one is. She's from.
They just got engaged.
This one's from. She's from New Jersey, I think. This wrestler. She's like very young too.
There's a lot of women from New Jersey.
Yeah, I might have to look it up here. Let me see if I have it on my search. I searched it up this morning. Let's see if I have it on my search history.
You should say I'm not meaning GCW.
No, CCW. It was Coastal Championship Wrestling. I thought it was GCW. That's why I looked it up to see if she's potentially on the WWE radar. But no, she is CCW. Which we got to talk about how the three of what was it? Titus O'Neil, Mark Henry, and Scott Steiner's kids have signed NIL deals with WWE.
ID.
No, it says NIL when I looked it up, but I think I thought it originally was WWE or WWE ID. What the fuck is her name? I know I got it on here somewhere.
And can we also touch on the fact of the Miz hosting the new series of American Gladiators?
Yeah, I think her name is
Wardlow.
It's Nikki
It's going to have Wardlow,
Nikki
Neil.
something. Nikki.
Nikki Blackheart.
Is it Blackheart? Yes, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, she's the current women's champion,
Yeah, I was just saying she.
or one of.
Yeah, she. I saw a post about her. I think she signed with Ring of Honor. Uh,
But yeah, we had a new series coming to Amazon for American Gladiators, hosted by The Miz,
yeah.
with a
What's
lot of very familiar
yeah?
faces. We have
Hogan.
Wardlow
What's his face is gonna be there?
from AEW. We have Camille from AEW. Jesse Goddard's
From
from
OVW
OVW,
and was in TNA.
and was also in TNA. He was actually Robert Stone's former tag partner. And there was another wrestler that was announced. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, it's basically the WWE AEW connection that we never knew we needed.
Yeah. I think Wardlow is eventually gonna end up in WWE. The same goes for a couple other.
If Vince was still in charge.
I don't know.
If this was still in charge, you would have been signed years ago.
If Vince was still in charge, 100%. But I think ultimately he will end up in WWE. I think Triple H and Shawn Michaels will find a way. So AEW tonight.
Grand Slam Mexico.
Grand Slam Mexico. Which speaking of that, WWE has announced 2 Mexico PLEs, potential PLEs. They might just be live events. They're doing.
Yeah, because they're back to back, so I doubt they're going to be PLEs. They're
Yeah,
literally back to back events.
I think there's what was the one? The one was Clash or something. Was it? It wasn't Clash.
We have
So it's
Super Show Mexico,
Super Show, which is
which
probably
is 2 days in July, the 26th and 27th. And then
which is
there's
Sunday.
going to be Bash in Mexico, September 15th.
They might be PLEs. They might be PLEs because they're on the weekend, so they might.
Yeah, maybe one for NXT, one for.
But
Yeah.
I did notice something when they revealed the Bash in Mexico picture. It shows Cody with the title.
Does it?
Yes.
I'm gonna look that up.
So that's a little fishy.
I don't think he's gonna win the
You're
title.
also
2-2.
Unless he faces. Oh my God! It does. It shows it.
Yeah. It literally shows it.
Holy crap, it does.
Oh, yeah, and that's in September, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and it doesn't show Dom with the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
So he's probably losing that title.
So there's something fishy going on with that card, with that announcement card.
So when is it coming?
And I see something like a glimpse of white on Rhea's waist, but it might just be your gear.
Let me see. That's just her gear.
It might be Cody's shiny ass skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cody's skin.
Because I don't think Rhea's gonna win that title until maybe after Survivor Series. I would keep it off of her until Royal Rumble, when then Stephanie can win the Rumble and we have them two fight it out. That kind of spoils. I mean, obviously it can spoil the Night of Champions. It spoils SummerSlam, but we knew that the person that's taking the title off of Cena is Cody Rhodes. But does this confirm that
the Clash in Paris also has it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it kind of confirm? Well, is that
No, it doesn't show Cena with it.
Does that
like Cena's on it, but it doesn't show it with it?
Is that because was that because it was before they announced Clash in Paris before WrestleMania? So was that before?
Yeah, Clash in Paris is August 31st.
I know, but they announced it.
They would have updated.
Yeah, they could have updated it. I was like, because like I said, they did announce it before WrestleMania though, so Cody Rhodes was still technically the champion. Because right here, this one I hear has.
And you got to think, Cody wasn't the champion when they did this whole thing with AAA. So why would he have this title on a AAA basically carved.
Code branded.
I think Drew returns. I think this is when Drew returns.
And can we just shout out a big win over the weekend for uh, Legato
What happened to Legato?
winning the AAA
They win
tag
the
team titles?
AAA.
Yeah, they won
Oh
it at
shit!
Triple Mania.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Legato won the tag team titles.
Yeah, they won on both
Congratulations.
nights. They even defended on night 2.
Congratulations. Drew also had an interview yesterday. Drew McIntyre. He came out and said he's never gonna do the scary bump again that he did with CM Punk. It was the brutal the steps, the steel steps when he
Yep.
did the Claymore, and
Oh yeah.
he'll never do it again. He said he'll never do it again.
Wait, didn't he do it at Seven North event as well?
And then there was another big thing also at Triple Mania during the Vikingo versus Alberto El Patron,
Oh yeah.
aka Del Rio.
Did you see what WWE
That
reports? WWE has no interest in using
that that was an entire botch fest
Was it?
of a match.
And Vikingo went heel.
And that's probably why.
Yeah, they handcuffed Del Rio to the ropes. The handcuffs broke, so he was just sitting there pretending to be handcuffed to the ropes.
Literally, you could see him holding the handcuff on.
There's a lot of heel turns that day. The crowd was booing Vikingo, not because of him turning heel, but because of how bad the botch was. It was a giant clusterfuck that looked very cool on such a brilliant star
So apparently,
in Vikingo.
the report came out saying WWE has no fucking interest in bringing in Alberto Del Rio back into the company. So that's
Good.
what we thought was the reason why.
I wonder who pulled the strings on that one.
What we
Hey,
thought.
she ain't back yet.
What we thought was the reason why Vikingo won the title before the Worlds Collide PLE was true. The WWE did not want Alberto Del Rio as the main champion there, and they felt like having Vikingo win it and having face Chad Gable was a much better option, which honestly, rightfully so. So what do we have for tonight in AEW?
We have a 10-man tag match: the Death Riders and the Young Bucks versus Swerve, Will Ospreay, and the Mouse.
Hold on a second.
Did you see?
We have
that John Moxley and the Death Riders are getting sued?
Yeah,
Just Moxley.
What?
John Moxley's getting
Yeah,
sued.
I heard it's just Moxley.
Is it just I saw a report that said all of them, but
Yeah, I reread the article. It says just Moxley.
what is he even getting sued
It's
for?
by a backstage hand of some sort.
A physical assault and mental damage. Like he mentally like the dude over.
Oh my god, this looks like
Emotional
this
distress.
looks like a cheap version of
Yeah.
Worlds Collide. This looks like AEW is trying to.
Then we have MJF versus Mystico, or AKA Sin Cara, which MJF literally called him out on that, like during AEW last week, which I thought was hilarious.
When's he gonna turn on the Hurt Business?
I doubt that's going to be anytime soon.
I'm going all in, if anything.
Yeah, because he straight up said,
I have a
I grew up.
feeling by next year MJF is gonna be the world champion. So
Yeah, MJF
Okay.
literally looked at Mystico was like, I grew up watching wrestling my entire life, and to me, Mystico is just a second-rate Sin Cara.
I got the matches right here too.
Which
So
I thought was hilarious.
then it looks like we have
And then we have Mercedes
Bandito.
Moné versus Zexus.
Yeah, so it looks like an 8-man tag, or looks like a triple. So it's a trios triple
We
threat
have
match.
Mark
There's a
Briscoe versus
12-man
Okada for the
tag.
Continental title.
Is it a triple threat? Is it a triple threat of a trios? So like three
No.
teams.
There's a
I
12.
think you're
No, it's
reading
a
something.
12-man tag, a 10-man tag, a high-flying four-way.
Oh, it's a 4-way. Okay.
Yeah,
So there's
there's
4
Well,
teams.
a
Barada
4
versus
million
Ricochet versus
peso.
Hologram versus Leo Rush is a four-way. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
4
a
million pesos,
four-way, $4
high-flying
million
four-way.
peso high flying.
Four-way.
Is Ricochet going to get fucked out of money again?
What is with
I just hope they
Tony?
slap that ball on his head again, like everybody just did,
I gotta say
like a
this
few
right
weeks
now.
ago. That was hilarious.
I gotta get this off my chest. What is with Tony Khan's obsession with hologram?
Hmm.
No idea.
That's like his go-to thing when he doesn't have anything
Forever love Harley Grant.
for if he doesn't have anything on the
Man.
card, he'll just throw like for like say if he doesn't have someone to face someone, here you go, fucking face hologram. It's like I'm not looking forward to this.
Well, it was the same way with Commander until he got injured.
I'm not looking forward to any of these matches. I feel like half of these matches are just. I mean, they're probably like the Ricochet. The
Yeah,
fatal.
like the 10-man tag sounds like the Anarchy in the Arena all over again.
Yeah, which one is that? That's the.
Oh, okay.
It's the second
Holograms
match, I
there.
think. There's a 12-man
Yeah.
tag, a 10-man.
Never noticed that.
So right now here I got.
The 10-man is Death Riders, Young Bucks, Ops, Will Ospreay, and Swerve Strickland.
Or,
Yeah, that's gonna be Anarchy.
and then there's a clusterfuck of a.
So what's the one with Michael Cole then? Or Adam Cole, not Michael Cole. Adam
Michael
Cole.
Cole.
That's
Adam
the
Cole.
12-man tag. It's Bandolino, Templario, Atlantis
Adam
Jr.,
Cole.
Adam Cole, Brody King, Daniel Garcia versus Hechiero.
Hechicero.
That's just
I can't say it. Thank you. Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, FTR, and Josh Alexander.
Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh, so it's
Kyle Fletcher,
Yeah,
Josh
whatever.
isn't
Alexander.
that
Don Callis family.
Don
They're
Callis family.
facing the Don Callis family at FTR.
FTR, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a tag team match. It's not a freaking I thought it was a fatal 4-way of trios. No, it's just a straight up tag team match between two teams.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 6-on-6.
Yeah.
Again, like none of these matches really intrigue me. Maybe the Jeff Briscoe Okada match or not Mark Briscoe.
Jeff Briscoe?
Mark Briscoe. I don't know why I said Jeff Briscoe. Mark Briscoe.
You got Mercedes Monet versus Zuxis, which is the CMLL Women's World Title match.
I swear to God, if Mercedes wins,
Tony
that,
Storm's gonna screw around.
she better because I don't think Mercedes Monet should be holding that many fucking titles. She's already gonna be the next AEW
Like Kenny
Women's
Omega
Champion.
Circle last year all over again.
2019.
Yeah,
Hey,
the Kenny Omega Circle.
Listen,
all over
dude,
again.
Kenny Omega storyline was awesome. This is not. I'm sorry, but Mercedes Monet, I love her. Sasha Banks is a great wrestler, but she's overhyped, and she's done absolutely nothing in AEW. She's hurt the women's division more than she's helped it.
She got Bailey's bitch in WWE.
She looks at second half of WWE, but her first half she was when she was the part of the team Boss, was it team Bad Boss or just Boss?
Bad.
Team Bad, she was awesome. Her matches with Charlotte,
Badass divas.
her matches with Charlotte Flair were great. Her fucking main event at WrestleMania between her and Bianca Belair were fucking fantastic, which again proves Charlotte Flair wrong because again that was another female main event, even though technically actually no that was the main event of night one, WrestleMania 37, 37.
Yeah, because they moved one of the matches to night 2.
Well, the year before they did that because of the pandemic, and that was probably the smartest choice they ever did because WrestleMania was just too fucking long. It's just too fucking long. I prefer it 4 or 5 hours, 2-night events, kind of like what Wrestle Kingdom does. Wrestle Kingdom has shown how to do it. Like they've done it perfectly. New Japan has done it perfectly.
Triple Mania is 2 nights again.
Yeah, so it's I feel like that the reason why that's 2 nights again is because WWE purchased AAA and they
Well, one thing with Triple Mania, they do 4 Triple Manias a year. They do one every 3 months.
do they?
Yeah, instead of having monthly pay-per-views like every other wrestling brand.
Yeah. Well, kind of because I know New Japan has like 4 pay-per-views all year long. It's the Wrestle Kingdom,
They have Don Taco. They have G1.
G1,
They have like
New
That's Super
Dominion,
Juniors.
they
New
have
Dominion.
pay-per-views. Yeah, they have pay-per-views throughout the whole year,
Oh, do they?
but they're just tours.
But you
Like
gotta
they,
be because it could be a New Japan show or it could be a New Japan Strong show.
Yeah.
If it's New Japan Strong, it's completely different than New Japan.
Nope.
New Japan Strong is the US affiliate.
Yeah. So, like I said, though, I'm not intrigued at all for this. This feels like AW trying to respond to Worlds Collide, and I want AW to be successful. I just right now, and this thing implies to WWE too. I just don't feel like wrestling is at the highest point as it was maybe a year ago when WWE was on fire. I feel like WWE has cooled off, and we're just at a point where both wrestling
Really, it's
companies,
fizzled out since the debut on Netflix.
yeah, like both, like The Rock really fucking screwed everything up. Uh,
no,
hmm?
I I love
No,
Triple H.
it's TKO.
Well, no,
No, I love Triple
Period.
H. I love his writing and all. It's just WWE's gotten way too predictable.
it has,
All wrestling is good.
and like I said, AW again. AW has been struggling since Cody Rhodes left. Like AW has not been able to, and you can tell just how much of an impact
So
Cody
can we
Rhodes.
just say all of wrestling's been struggling since the pandemic?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, yes,
Except for
but
like your GCWs and your revolvers.
like
Yeah, except for your indie brands,
like
all mainstream wrestling has been.
AEW's best time though. I still I can the only argument I have against that uh that my mind's a blank right now. But anyways, what you're going for is the only argument I have against that statement. There you go, statement. Is AEW's best year was 2021. 2021 was probably arguably AEW's hottest year, and ever since then, like I said, Cody left. He went back to WWE. It felt the locker room the locker room just became. Then they signed CM Punk. They completely utterly
One
didn't.
of their biggest, one of AEW's biggest things is their world champion carries the belt in a briefcase. You don't see the belt.
Yeah.
You
Oh, John
haven't seen it
Moxley.
in almost a
Yeah,
year.
John Moxley. But like I said though, like once they signed CM Punk, and I think that the signing CM Punk wasn't the reason why AEW has just become really bad. It's just how they handled the situation.
Ace Steel.
Like they completely like Tony Khan completely utterly lost the locker room and lost like his sense of mind with when he signed when CM Punk and that idiot Jungle Boy got into it. So like AEW hasn't been able to recover since, and I feel like the
I don't know.
shows.
If you think about it, once CM Punk left and then came back to WWE, it was almost that same shit all over again with him and Rollins.
Yeah, but him and Rollins, they're willing to
It's
work
actually
each other.
entertaining.
It's not only is it actually entertaining, there's not actual behind the scenes beef as Jungle Boy and CM Punk were. Ever since CM Punk has come back, CM Punk has been on his best behavior. I haven't heard a single problem from CM Punk. Through even the fact that he got hurt, CM Punk got hurt, and who just messaged? I got a message. What? CM Punk got hurt, and he still uh, found a way to make WrestleMania 40 entertaining. His CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's feud carried WWE last year. The first half carried that fucking match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest when CM Punk came out with a referee shirt and counted two and gave him the peace sign. That entire, could you imagine if that was in a stadium in Scotland instead of it being in an arena?
Yeah.
That place would have blown. And the funny thing is, I thought he was gonna get booed. He got cheered. Punk got cheered. It was crazy. So like I said, Punk coming back has had problems here and there, but like he hasn't been. It's not like AEW problems, like where the whole locker room despised Punk. Whereas the
Oh yeah. I I forgot. I read something the other day about why they're going back to Vegas next year. It's because they couldn't get O2 either.
Uh,
They wanted to do WrestleMania London.
they want to do WrestleMania London, but they also want to go back to Las Vegas. They TKO has come out and said
No,
that they want to
Because
do a
TKO
regular TK.
basically owns a monopoly in Vegas.
Yeah, and they want to make. Of course they do. UFC's like it's the number one fighting brand in Las Vegas. That's why a lot of their events are in Las Vegas. But TKO has come out and said they want to make it a regular thing, going back to Vegas, which is stupid because then it takes away WrestleMania. I mean, look at All In. 2 years ago, goes to
Yep.
goes to London. Everyone's excited. It goes back to London the next year, not so much. The ticket sale drop about 50%. So, which was why they went to Texas this year. And so when they go back next year to London, it's probably going to be a little bit higher. WWE should not be doing this. They should be looking at keeping WrestleMania the way it is. It goes to different cities every year. Now, if you want to say do Las Vegas this year, go to another city, then go back to Las Vegas the following year, I'm fine with that. But as long as you don't keep doing that. Like they did this with New Orleans. They went to New Orleans and WrestleMania.
It's like they're isolating the fans.
Exactly. And their biggest WrestleMania still was WrestleMania 40. And look where it was. It was in Philadelphia. A place that you just don't think WrestleMania would go to. Like wrestling, hardcore wrestling, Philadelphia. That's what you think. ECW, Extreme Wrestling, hardcore, bloody, fucking putting people on
I gotta
fire,
say,
barbed wire matches,
if they
Philadelphia.
do get that stadium done in DC,
Oh,
could WrestleMania come to DC?
I don't know because the last few times DC has had a PLE, it's been an utter failure outside of maybe NXT. And even though NXT, I don't think NXT Vengeance Day was a success. I don't think it was. I think it was a failure. They put him in a terrible arena. They should have had it at Capital One, not at fucking where the Mystics play. A place where it's hard to get to. I just feel like DC is just it has potential to be a massive PLE market for PLE and for WrestleMania, but I just don't think.
I don't know if you look at one of the closest PLEs that we've had, like major, we'll say PLEs or pay per views that we've had in, we'll say recent years, that has been in DC as Capital Punishment.
Capital
And
Punishment and
that
Vengeance
was
Day. That was
huge.
I don't know. I think that was a failure. I think that was an utter failure. I don't think
Capital
that.
Punishment was huge.
I think
Yeah,
that
but look at the main event for Capital Punishment. It was
Cena.
John Cena versus R-Truth. We just got that. Again,
Yeah, but the only difference is R-Truth.
2011 all over again.
We're gonna get it again at Saturday Night Main Event, but it won't be the main event because we're getting Oldberg. But anyways, that's all the time we have for this week's episode. Next week we'll be back with our predictions for Night of Champions, and for you guys don't see this, but you'll see this on the pot when it uploads. The title will be on the line. All three titles will be on the line. They can't see it. I just realized that. All three titles will be on the line. The PWC Championship, the IWC Television Championship, and Justin, because you picked the worst picks at Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank, you'll be fighting for the $5 bin, which is a little toy WWE Spinner Belt Championship. You'll be fighting.
It's actually kind of cute.
You'll be fighting Cher. It doesn't even fit around my shoulder. That's how small it is.
It doesn't fit around my waist.
You'll be fighting
It's
for
tiny.
that with Cheryl.
I'll do the whole.
Well, actually,
I'll do the whole mouth thing. I'll just have it hanging
now,
from my
see,
teeth.
here's the thing. If I had been included in the first one, I probably would have been fighting Tom Cole because I stuck with Naomi.
What you could do is you could be like Big Show.
But
you could be like Big Show.
I was
Justin.
not included.
Just put it around your shoulder.
I was not included, so
Just have it like hang on your shoulder.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to Justin that I'm fighting him for that because I
Too
wasn't involved
bad.
in the first half.
Too bad. You're doing it. Anyways.
Fine.
If she wants to just call me the champ, she can.
I mean,
So, anyways,
I don't need no belt.
like I said, this championship will be on the line for Mark and Anthony. It's a beautiful belt. I'm gonna polish it a little bit before we get ready for next
It is
Saturday.
actually quite cool.
You ever do a talk to it?
What'd you say?
Talk to it.
You ever do a
What?
talk to it?
Yeah. So we will
Talk
see
to it.
next Tuesday.
It's done.
Next Tuesday will be
Gross.
predictions. Next Tuesday will be predictions for all 3 titles. I won't be part of it because, like I said, I will be challenging the winner of Anthony and Mark on the Great American Bash weekend. I don't know which PLE I'm going to choose yet. I might allow, say, if whoever wins the IWC championship, IWC will television.
I'd say because that weekend is literally 3 PLEs.
Yeah.
Make it a best of 3.
Best of 3? You know what? I could do that. Best of 3. I think I'll do that.
There we go.
I'll talk to whoever wins it.
Best of 3 triple threat.
There you go. So, anyways, Night of Champions. Titles will be on the line.
Ladder match.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for joining.
Right.
Peace.
Yep.
You built a monster.